Hi. So in the third book of the Hunger Games series, Katniss Everdeen is rescued from the games to be the face of the uprising against the Capitol. But she's just 17 years old. She's deeply traumatized by having been in the games twice. And her fellow tribute from her district, Peeta, isn't rescued. He's actually captured. So she's just a mess. It's consistent throughout the whole series. There's a difference between who she is inside. She's filled with a lot of self-hate, typical teenager. She's only 17, and she's got this trauma. But how other people perceive her and what they expect of her is very challenging, based on the fact that this isn't who she thinks she is inside, and she doesn't even like who she is. But they're finally mounting a rescue, and they're going to get Peeta back for her. Now, Peeta, in the first book, he loves her. And when we see her through his eyes, we like her a lot more than we normally would have as well. This is the dichotomy with her character and this external versus the internal. But Suzanne Collins is so great. She builds up this suspenseful turning point in the story. They're going to rescue Peeta, and she drags it out by actually giving us the reunion between two other characters first, Finnick and Annie. And she's even melodramatic about this reunion. It sets up an expectation. Like, if she's going to give us this great reunion between Finnick and Annie, we think then, of course, Peeta and Katniss, like, this is like the ultimate reunion. But we're in for a big plot twist turning point in the story. And so I'll quote, here it is. Peeta's awake already, sitting on the side of the bed, looking bewildered as a trio of doctors reassure him. Flashlights in his eyes, check his pulse. I'm disappointed that mine was not the first face he saw when he woke, but he sees it now. His features register disbelief and something more intense I can't quite place. Desire, desperation, surely both, for he sweeps the doctors aside, leaps to his feet and moves towards me. I run to meet him, my arms extended to embrace him. His hands are reaching for me too, to caress my face, I think. My lips are just forming his name when his fingers lock around my throat. So he literally almost kills her. When he was a captive in the Capitol, they brainwashed him into becoming an assassin and trying to kill her because she's this horrible person. And he's totally brainwashed to think that she is horrible. So there's no happy reunion at all. And the expectation we had that there would be a happy reunion, including the happy reunion of the other two characters, really, it's such a turning point in the story. I mean, they could have been reunited and then defeated the Capitol together, but nope. But it's so true to her character. It's so true to the dichotomy throughout all three books that's not even really, she never even really likes herself in the last pages. Anyhow, so this is what's really interesting, and this is very true to her character. It takes a long time before I get to the bottom of why I'm so upset. When I do, it's almost too mortifying to admit. All those months of taking it for granted that Peeta thought I was wonderful are over. Finally, he can see me for who I really am. Violent, distrustful, manipulative, deadly. And I hate him for it. It's just so good because it's just like not what we thought it could be when two characters are reunited like this, especially because of the love story established in the first two books. Not on her side. She's always just so wrecked and confused, and she's such a problem character, and it's just so hard for the film's adaptations to convey this, but I just think it's great, and I think Collins does a really great job. It's not until the last 3 pages of the entire series where we get a glimpse of this, Peeta comes back from the brainwashing, spoiler alert, sorry, but Katniss her character never wavers, and that's such a great turning point in the novel because Colin sets up this expectation that they'll be reunited and move forward and happy ending time, and that's not how it goes at all. So anyhow, that was Mockingjay.